Yo, what is up, guys? Aspect Gaming here, back with episode 43 of Divine Journey 2. And in between episodes, I think I figured out the potion generator. Um, so it's kind of almost keeping up with it. There's maybe like a third of a second of downtime. But the thing is, oh, that's the wrong one. Redstone on. There we go. That's the right one. The thing is, we're going to be throttling this system. So I think it only has to run like 1 out of every 10 ticks to activate the rainbow generator. So I think we might be able to get away with what we have right now. This is at maximum speed now, which is 64 items per operation. So I don't think it's going to get better than this. But if I have to, I can make them into like mundane potions and just automate nether wart and like the farmers. That wouldn't be too difficult at all. So I'll keep an eye on this one for sure. And with that means we're already halfway there. Because this is done, these things are done, this is done, so is this. Now this is done, and so is this. So we have the next row to do. And these ones get a little bit weird. This needs lava and redstone, which is a weird combination for sure. And I don't think I have a way to essentially go infinite on redstone yet, but it's essentially pretty soon I will. As soon as I have the ore processing, redstone will be essentially infinite. So that'll be good. A lot of interesting ways to process that. The disenchantment generator, I'm not really sure about the best way to go about this. I did have an idea though. Okay, that only lasts like 7 minutes, but that's pretty long. I think I'm gonna make a whole bunch of feather falling books, because feathers are pretty easy for me to get right now. And just put a hopper on top and like put like just 5 of them in. That'll last for like 45 minutes. Because for now, I really don't have a good solution to this. Because like, yeah, some of these last longer than others. How do you make fuel efficiency? You don't. But yeah, like some of them you can make in this enchanter thing that I made earlier. But some of them you can't. That one lasted like 38 minutes, didn't it? Oh, that was seconds. But yeah, really, I just got to look through this whole list of them and try to figure out which one I want. And really, I don't think there's a good solution for it right now. So let's head over to the Enchanter of Shame and make a whole bunch of books and quills. Okay, so I have plenty of books. We'll do 6 of them. There should be, I need lapis. I was gonna say, there should be lapis in there, but there isn't. I think I was like moving it around a whole bunch because I need lapis for a few purposes over here. We got 19 levels as well. We can go eat some XP, but yeah, that's fine. I always love doing this. And then one more. Oh shit, I'm out of lapis. I gotta run that lapis through whatever's best for it. Pretty soon I don't have to worry about it though, because I'll be able to automate it. Just have it go to whatever is best for it. Alright, so let's just, I need a hopper as well. Do I have one on me? No. Yeah, this is not a permanent solution. This is another one I gotta keep an eye on. But this will last us for quite a while, I think. So... yeah. Redstone on. At some point, I should be able to get enchanted books for free from somewhere, but until that happens, we're doing that. So explosive generator, we can just throw gunpowder into it. We have plenty of gunpowder. Is there a use to automating TNT? I would do this, but the fact that the TNT needs treated wood means that I really don't want to do that. So we could just use gunpowder, I think. And we definitely get more than 1 gunpowder every 20 seconds from the mob farm, so that is no issue. I'm also gonna want a new interface because I don't want to use this. I don't want to use the same. Actually, I think I have one up here already. I don't want to use the same interface for both halves of it. Okay, let's run this. I gotta break this block. I gotta turn extract on. That always helps, you know. And then we have that in. Cool. That will work pretty easily. And then those two that need lava, I think I'm gonna come back to those last because I need to set up a lava generator. And this thing sucks power. Like that's not what it's called. What is it called? Lava fabricator, maybe? It was in this chapter over here. Yeah, lava fabricator. Pretty simple to make. But yeah, this thing's gonna suck up all of our energy. And I want to set that up last so that we can utilize the energy from the rainbow gen to do it. So yeah, both of these take lava. This one takes lava and redstone. That's fine. Frosty gen. What's the best way to do this one? Is there an easy way to make ice? Glacial precipitator makes ice. Yeah, we can make one of these. I think we have one already that's making snowballs. But yeah, ice is necessary as well, probably. I can see myself. Because yeah, the snowball recipe. Actually, I could just crack out the thing down there that's making snowballs. What else is ice used for? Icy bricks might look kind of cool. Frozen pearl. Clears residual lights from the feral flare lantern. That's interesting. If you ever want to clean up a feral flare, it used to be impossible back in the day. But now I guess that helps you with it. Yeah, we'll just use snowballs. The snowballs are not hooked up, it seems. Let us pay that a visit. I want an upgrade kit, and I want the speed upgrades, though. Do I have a hardened upgrade kit? Yeah, let me tell you, there's no shot that thing isn't anything but a basic-ass precipitator. I will say that. Zero shot. This system is such a goddamn mess. I do love it, though. Okay, yeah. Now we got a little bit of speed going in here. Now we gotta hook this guy up. Now, it actually looks... Oh. It actually looks like I had attempted to hook it up, but it just is not currently. There's some drawer cable here. And this was back when I first started using it. So... How can I do this? I mean, this is already such a mess. I might as well just... Actually, hold on just a hot second. If my cryotium is hooked up, why aren't the snowballs hooked up? Wait just a darned minute. I wonder if that fixed it. That single drawer fixed it. Let's take a look. It did. So yeah, they just wasn't connected properly. But now it is. Crisis averted. So we throw snowballs in. Not that one, and this one. And then we filter them into the Frosty Gen. This can go away. So we insert snowballs. Automated. Oh, it's running. It needs to not do that. Yeah, shut up. Okay, next one is the halitosis generator. This thing takes dragon's breath. I got a bit of them, but not, I wouldn't say I got a lot of them. I think I should have at least like 4 or 5. I have 8. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know how to automate this. I don't know if it's even possible. I guess you need the dragon egg seeds. The good news is these run for 10 minutes each, so we don't need a lot of them. So we're just gonna fill that thing up whenever it needs to be filled up. We might need to extract glass bottles from this as well. We could test it out and just immediately shut it off. Oh no, we won't. It looks like it's going to absorb them. Yeah, it just eats the bottle. Okay, so yeah, redstone on mode. Perfect. So halitosis is quote-unquote done. Death generator. This one is really easy. It's just going to be bones or rotten flesh. So this one's done. Just got to make sure that's off before I kill myself with it. This is the one where it's quite dangerous to run. If you stand near 3 blocks of it, you will die in a minute. So let's get rotten flesh for it. His bones are kind of used for a few purposes. Rotten flesh really doesn't have that much of a purpose. So we throw them in, they pop in, and then we insert with the filter. I could swear I used to be able to shift click into these filters, but I guess not. I guess I'm the idiot. And then the last one is the dreaded nether star generator. So each nether star lasts 2 minutes. I really don't know how I'm gonna automate this right now. I think if I can throw like 15 nether stars in, that's half an hour. That should like do us really well for a while until I can get it automated, but again, I don't like these half solutions for like the halitosis, this, and the potion generator. How many nether stars do I have right now? Zero. Where did these come from? I don't have so many wither skulls. I have 0 soul sand. Okay. I guess we're gonna kill a bunch of these. What is this? This is a weird item. I've never seen this before. I wonder if it eats the floor or not. Okay. I guess I'm gonna kill a whole bunch of withers, and then we gotta make a lava fabricator, and then we're done. Then we're done with this already. So yeah, I'm gonna get to it. I will be back when I am back. All right, I'm back, and I made a little bit of a room for me killing withers down here in the bottom in the mob farm. I just put a little reinforced obsidian cage, and I'm pretty sure this is the safest way I can do this right now. So you can actually build the wither upside down like this, and I just put them in a little 3x3 with the cage is a little bit bulked up on the sides with a more reinforced obsidian, so you can't break out. But and I have this block here so the knockback doesn't move me. I can just like tab out while it builds. But yeah, the laser gun makes pretty easy work of him anyways. Goodbye. So I am in the process of killing a whole bunch of these withers. One more. I'm kind of looking at the uses for nether stars and crystal matrix ingot. What was that? Ludicrous energy input hatch. Oh, I remember that. I remember that from Omni Factory. I played Omni Factory a long time ago. And they had modular machinery in that, and it was pretty cool. I want to play that again now that it's getting updated again. They're calling it Nami Factory now. It's run by some new people. Oh, big lag. Let's clean out the inventory a bit. I have some new infrastructure as well that I want to show that was somewhat necessary to do in order to set this all up. So I put the miner in the nether for now, and it's getting a whole bunch of garbage, and I'm kind of sorting through it, but I need to move this over to here so that I can get a larger radius, since I can't put drawers to the right. Yeah, it's getting a whole bunch of garbage, but there's some good stuff, like the nether diamond ore. We got a good amount of it. And then over here, I hooked up the mob farms. I made 3 more entangler porters, and I hooked up the mob farms. So we're getting all kind of goodies from them. I think I miscount. I think made a mistake in where I placed this. I'm not getting a lot of skulls, but I don't know. Maybe it's just rarer, even though I do have looting 10 and beheading 10 on the thing. But I'll figure it out. I have to. Like, it's only a 5x5 in the Nether as well. I could have made it bigger and in a better location, most likely. So it's not like it's difficult to move it. It's just a process. And okay, yeah, there's a problem with this. Some items aren't being filtered out yet, like stone swords. They definitely should be. So we add the filter here. And this filter has to be set to ignore NBT and metadata. Otherwise it won't work. And then in here, the problem with this is that we get enchanted stuff stuck in here. And in the back over here, we have a little bit of a system. So some gold stuff will not be enchanted. And when it's not enchanted, it can go in the induction smelter and we get a whole bunch of gold back. But the ones that are enchanted, I need to like disenchant them somehow or use a more lossy smelt recipe. I don't know. Maybe I just throw them into a smeltery. That gets me even more gold for free. But yeah, I don't know. For now, maybe I can just like send them the garbage, honestly. I can do some filter shenanigans, but yeah, for now, this is working pretty well. And these hooves need to be put somewhere. Yeah, we're getting ender pearls in from this, eyes of ender in from this, all kinds of stuff. And they all pretty much instantly get transported to where they need to be. So now back to over here. Another star generator. Redstone on, that's what I want. So these are all should be redstone on. These two are not. Oh yeah, I forgot about those. I thought it was done. I need to do those two. So we gotta go down to the bottom and put nether stars in the interface. Actually, it's a little bit annoying. I don't have infinite nether stars right now, so if it tries to put in 64 of them, that's gonna be a bit annoying. So how long will this last us? I think the 2 minutes, yeah, 24 minutes only. I mean, 24 minutes of rainbow gen is like a lot of power. And I'm also gonna wire these all up as well so we can harness this as well. The power from all these machines. Even though like comparatively they're making a lot less power, but I still don't want to, I really don't want to waste it. So yeah, we're almost set now. We just need to get the lava fabricator going. And the reason I waited so long to do the lava fabricator is because it is a very power hungry machine. But as soon as we get it running, we can upgrade it and then use the relatively infinite power that we get from it to essentially counteract it. Okay, so I have plastic. I need an igneous extruder. We need one of these. And then do I have all the stuff for that? No, what does that need? Compressed obsidian. Oh, shit. I just used all my obsidian, I think. Is it in this bag? That's disappointing. I'm out of obsidian. I gotta do some more running around, it looks like. We have everything else. I can get the lava bucket. What else does this need? Copper gears. I don't have copper gears in the system yet. That's interesting. We can program those in a hot second. This is gears. Send that in. Then we can scoop up a bucket of lava from over here. Put that in. Okay, I gotta go scrounge up some more. Actually, I might have a little bit of obsidian over here. No, I don't. Only 2. Well, if I really wanted to, I could steal obsidian from right here. Just so I can get this done right now. I might do a different ceiling for that anyways. I wasn't sure that I liked that, what I was doing there. I just gotta chisel it back. Chisel's about to break. I'm surprised it didn't break there. Is the frame stuck on something? What's it doing? Steel rods. The rod system is still, like I need a vacuum hopper on it or something. I don't know. Because sometimes it fails. Like I've said, the rods, like there's a very small chance that they just miss. Yep, the ingots missed right there. You saw that? There's a small chance they pop off and just completely miss. And when that happens, it breaks the recipe. So it might be the play to just go with a more lossy recipe for them, just so there's no chance of that happening anymore. I need 2 of these pressurized tanks. That shouldn't take very long. Basically, you just wait on the rods for these. Did I request the right one? I don't remember. I guess I'll find out in just a second. But yeah, this machine will make lava for us, but at a heavy cost, unfortunately. Let's take a look at this thing over here. See, we're just waiting on rods. I can hear the thing going down there, so it's working. Oh, yeah, it's done. Lava fabricator, and this is a quest. Yes, I remember it. Tesla wrench. I don't know what this thing does. Oh, you change the direction of these. That's nice. Useful. Goes in the tool bag to never be seen again. So yeah, lava fabricator. You give it power and it makes lava. And those upgrades for it, let's take a look. I don't know if those are the ones I'm looking for. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's upgrades I can put in it that will make it more efficient. I'm not positive though. I think they're from Tesla Core. I'm not positive if these things will work, but I think that they do. I'll have to check up on that. Yeah, the lava fabricator. I think you can just go over here with this. And then I'll put a drum, I think, on top of it. I might not have a drum left over. I don't really want a large drum. That's a bit annoying. Yeah, I don't really want to use a reinforced drum. What things would affect the rate of lava usage in the base? How many buckets does this even hold? Whatever, it's fine. Having a large buffer never hurt anybody. Okay, so I need a couple conduits. Need some of these, and I might need fluid ones. I'm not sure yet. Okay, yeah, it's doing its thing. I want redstone. Yeah, active on redstone, whatever. I guess active without is better. Yeah, I wanna throw a lever on it. I had actually made like a whole lot of levers the other day. Fun time. So yeah, you can be shut off. I need this thing to output as well. So yeah, when it's on, when it's off, it's running. Okay. I need pressurized fluid conduits, like so. Extract, insert. Okay, now we're getting lava, and I need a fluid storage bus. I should have. I feel like I've made fluid storage buses recently. Yeah, maybe not. Just make 100 of those real quick. What do I need? Fluid import bus. Yeah, I only have export buses because the export buses are like infinitely more useful for my purposes at least. And 2 annihilation cores. I should put these on autocraft, honestly. There's really no reason that these ones aren't, because at least the fluid storage buses are pretty important, pretty useful. There's gonna be a point where I need where I stop needing them, but I don't know. There should be a good amount of fluids left in this pack for me to passive and buffer and stuff. And with that, this is set up. Cool. Yeah, stop that. Actually, it's only using up as much energy as it can get. Let's take a look if this has impacted our buffer over here. Yeah, it's chewing through it pretty quickly. We have time though. As long as I remember to shut it off in a little bit. So then we can get a fluid interface. Yeah, and these things quite painfully take crystalline alloy. But honestly, it's okay. Did I just program this real quick? Give me one. That's the problem. Oh, I just threw that. I put the plates in the crafter, so it's like, nah. Because the other one, I think the other crafting thing is too slow. What's the problem? Oh, I need RF powder. Damn. Okay, we can do that real quick. Still have a good amount of GP powder. Oh, maybe I just never made the... I was gonna make more, but maybe I just never did. I just like completely forgot about it. Yeah, there we go. I need to automate that as well. I'm just kind of being lazy with the RF and GP powder. But pretty soon we can, because the main bottleneck for those were the diamonds that we needed for them, but I kind of dealt with that. It's not a problem anymore. So we could actually get away with automating this. And I want to passive it. The only issue is I don't know how to passive these thermal conductor rods, because this is going to take a whole bunch of extra stuff. Like sun crystal automation. Stable and stable ingots. That's not, it's easy. Actually, I gotta make the nuggets, yeah. Otherwise I gotta do it myself, I think. Yeah, this is very inefficient in terms of diamonds and GP powder. But yeah, that looks like that's what we're gonna have to do, I think. Because you can't craft these. These need to be made in a vanilla crafting table. Whereas these ones don't have to be. Okay, what's the holdup with my interface? Didn't do it. I could have sworn I told it to do it. Oh, it did. It finished. It finished like right when I gave up on it. That's perfect. Hey, give me lava. So the two lava guys are over here. We do something like this. Spaghetti wiring doesn't matter down here. Okay, so insert lava. And then this inserts lava as well. This is going to extract and not insert. Okay, then this also needs redstone to go into it, so I gotta hook it up with that. Thankfully, we have a whole bunch of slots left on the interface. This is not where I wanted to go. I need to make the Ender IO travel anchors, but they take crystalline. They take crystalline ingots, which are still annoying to make. Do I have? I just need a regular item filter. Basic ass item filter. Provide to me redstone. In exchange, I will put it in the redstone generator. Whitelist redstone, insert, we're done. So almost everything is automated now for all the generators. The last line of business is to make the whole system where I can turn them all on simultaneously. Okay, it's actually another order of business, which is going to be figuring out how I'm going to do... that place? It's going to be figuring out how I'm going to toggle them all on and off, and then also store the power. Because that's going to be a whole fiasco. Because storing the power, I've talked about, we need the induction storage for mechanism. And that's the only thing that's really capable of storing such like an extreme amount of power that we're making. But to do that, I'm going to need a lot of Osco glass. So to do that, we need to automate refine obsidian, which might be a next time kind of thing. Is I need to think about that just a little bit. Okay, if I turn these on from over here, it's going to kill me. So I need to move it. We need to move the conduit to a safer location. That is going to be up and over here, I think. I think this is far enough away. If it's not, wither me for 10 minutes, whatever. Do what you will. I can go get a bucket of milk. Nope, gotta do a little loop-de-loop here. Do not do what I do. That's not the one I needed to break. Okay, break those two and we are done. Oh, you know, this the rainbow gen might actually need power as well. Actually, I know a better way to do this. Let's get a redstone lamp. Easy. These things look really nice. I should build with them more often. They're really good lighting. Honestly, underrated lighting. Did I turn on? See, I don't understand. Yeah, they're definitely not on. The redstone conduits aren't transferring the lever. Let me try to figure this out. And I'm back. I figured out what the issue was. I have forgotten to set these conduits up correctly. So by default, they don't have, like, the input and output is off, so you gotta put them both, I'm just putting them both to green input and output on, and then they work. I have the whole thing shut off right now, so these aren't gonna turn on me. I'm just gonna finish up the rest of these, and then we're ready to test it out. I'm excited to see if the Nether Star generator will injure me or not from the viewing area, because I hope it doesn't. If it does, I don't know what I'm going to do about it. Okay, that should be set up now. I'm going to test from over here. Oh shit, yeah, it worked. The potion generator is not working. Okay, that is a... Interesting. Shut off. Let's take a look at what went wrong. So the Nether Star generator was apparently... Oh, it's full of power. That's why it's not running. Okay, yeah, so we do have to dump the power from them. That's interesting. The potion generator was not keeping up. And the furnace generator was apparently full as well. Okay, interesting. But yeah, proof of concept. We had the rainbow gen running for a split second there. So it can work. And we didn't get any debuffs, so they're the correct distance away. That's pretty awesome. So the rainbow generator is fully set up now. I just need to finish up some essentially errands to get it all up and ready and operating. I gotta make a whole giant storage cube and figure out exactly where I'm gonna place this thing. So I'm gonna get to that. All right, I'm back, and I'm pretty sure I have everything I want to automate atomic alloys, and I also want basic control circuits. So basically I made 4 metallurgic infusers, and actually, do I have the upgrades for them? If I don't, I could just do that a bit later. Oh, I don't think this is enough, but yeah, my plan right now is to, I guess we can do it over here. Actually, where do I have channels available? That's the best question. Here. So I have 3 channels to work with on this wall here. And I might actually want to do something right there. So maybe it's not, maybe it's a bad idea to do that. Yeah, let's just bring a new cable down. And I think this memory card is the correct one. So I'm just gonna bring this over here. And then it can come down like this. So I give it the right P2P, and then we can start connecting stuff up to it. So I'm doing this design a little bit differently than I've done other things so far, because I think it'll be better. So basically I'm going to want enrichment chambers. Actually, maybe the enrichment chambers go on the bottom. Yeah, I think this actually makes a bit more sense. So I want enrichment chambers that are going to essentially compress the 3 different types of things that I need. So I need compressed redstone, compressed diamond, and compressed obsidian. And I'm just going to compress them right inside of these things, I think. And I think I should get a new power cell. I will request one. I'll let that go for a minute. See, I'm gonna want more power over here. And then once that's done, they're going to go item conduit up. And then 2 of these are going to go into just one machine. Need a little something on the wall to place them. But then this one on the right here is going to have to go into 2 of them because 2 recipes need redstone in its compressed form. I'm stupid. And for the for the refined obsidian and the diamond ones, there's some edge cases of where they're useful for other recipes. So if I ever wanted a lot of formation planes, which makes stuff from integrated engineering, and this is actually interesting. So it might be worthwhile to eventually throw a barrel on the back of this to store them in. But yeah, for now we're not going to be buffering up too much of that. I'm just going to need filters in the back of this. I'm always confused by what the back is the left on these. There we go, now they should be set up right. No? There we go. That one at least to insert. These are all going to need filters as well. So the interface over here is going to be supplying the goods. So I need redstone, refined obsidian, and diamonds. And have refined obsidian. Yeah, refined obsidian needs to be automated as well now. For now, we can just we can make a little bit of it. Yeah, I just want to be able to set up the interface, essentially. Okay, there, that'll do. Diamond. Actually, we want refined obsidian. Find obsidian and then redstone. I have redstone on me. Cool. And this one needs to be redstone filter. This one will be diamond. It's pretty arbitrary which one is which, but at least for these 2 it doesn't matter. Okay. So now those should, once they get power, they will buffer up. We can go grab a power cell. I think I want to... Yeah, we take link ID 5. Okay, those all have power now. They are currently unupgraded though. These all are going to need energy upgrades. But for now we can set it to go. So it'll just be slow. And then these should actually be set up correctly already. I was going to make the bottom the special input, I think. I think it is already. Yeah, we can see it's filling, they're filling up already. I actually need to double up on the diamond one as well. I think we can set this up right now then. Because this one can end up being for refined obsidian. And then I can add one more layer. So diamonds are going into both of these now. So now along the top, I need to set up each interface for what it is, or each infuser for what it is. So this one is going to be enriched alloys. And those need iron. So I gotta throw iron in here. We're low on iron. I need to set up the ore processing. I'll do that the very next thing that I do. I'm also gonna need more item filters. We can go make those right now. We need more conduit binder. We can teach it how to do conduit binder. I did put them in the wrong order. Yeah, I did. This one goes in there, and this one goes in the energized smelter. So now if I ask it to do filters, it should listen to me. Yep. This compressed redstone has no use other than being in these machines, so we can just put it in there for now. Okay, but regardless, these are gonna eject on the top, all 4 of them. Soon to be 5, I think. If I can just, I need to set up one more. And then we're just gonna throw drawers on the top. And then in the back, we're gonna put in what we need. So this one should get diamond. This should be getting iron now. Yep, there it goes. And as long as it exports to the top, we are done, and I'll set up the rest of this. And it'll be pretty cool. Finally have this automated. These alloys definitely should have been passived earlier. And then I want to decide if I should keep up, how many of them I should keep up. Yeah, like yeah, if I ever need to request something that takes like multiple elite control circuits, like a whole bunch of these, it would definitely be optimal to keep like a full drawer of them, but for now I think we're just gonna downgrade all of them. And as soon as I get ore processing up and running, we can upgrade them. We can take the downgrades away. So I'm gonna hook up the rest of these, and from there, I'm gonna start working on the induction casing, which basically all I need to do this is get reinforced find obsidian automated, because everything else is pretty free. We have like so much osmium, and this just takes osmium, glowstone, and obsidian. So yeah, once I get this going, which is like now, literally, we're good. So I'm gonna work on getting a lot of Oswald and then we'll be back, and we can run the Rainbow Gem. I'm back, and hopefully for the last time. I'm working on making the induction smelter right now, and I just kind of want to show why this is going to be so ridiculous to make. I've already made the induction ports and a few casings. The induction casings aren't that bad, I guess, but neither are these really. It's just a bunch of elevadium. But what I want to be able to do is make 2 of these ultimate induction providers so that we don't waste any energy. And that is a lot easier than it sounds. So I'm going to go up and through and I think encode all of these. Because first off, you need the induction cells that store the energy. For that, we need to make these tablets. So each tablet is 3 osmoglass. And then to do that, we need to make an energy cube, which we need to make a capacitor as well. That kind of sucks. Which needs one of these. And then to do that, we actually need to encode blocks of lead and blocks of redstone. I don't think we had either of those. I could check. Yeah, no, we don't have those. So put that in. This kind of belongs there. That's the HV capacitor. We have silver plates. No, we got to encode that as well. And then we have steel plates. So the next tier we have electrum and steel plates. Okay, we need electrum plates in. And then treated wood planks. It's a little bit annoying. I might have to just batch craft a whole lot of them. This also needs them as well. Yeah, this is just for the basic one right now. And then all these metal presses, which are proven to be inconsistent, but I guess we'll have to work with it. Okay, so that's a whole lot of recipes right here. Let's get these in. And the majority of these are going to go in an assembler. And it looks like I'm missing the MV capacitor. We'll take a look down here. Do we still have the infrastructure to make? Yeah, we do have copper wires. We just have to put filters on these. Actually, I think it'd be better to just do a new interface. Yeah, it's definitely better input this to a buffer chest than to directly into the hopper. Because otherwise, if I need to like make an absurd number of them, it'd be better to go to a chest. So we point that down, and then we're just gonna hook it up with cabling. And then encode the recipe. All right, so that should work. Then we just gotta pull these out of here with some item conduits. I gotta make a new batch of them. There we go. So now they go in here and they get deposited into the AE system. Okay. So yeah, that is set up. But the problem with that is that's going to be really slow. Because to make each of those copper wires, it has to go through the metal press. So basically, we're going to need a whole lot of metal presses. And then some kind of system to make sure the items get on there. I think that the hoppers might be outdated. I wonder if item conduits could work for that. I'm not sure. I might experiment with that in a minute. But yeah, to continue with the induction, I don't think I actually got to even the first tier of it here. So we need an energy cube. And then with the energy cube, we can make the basic induction cell. And the advanced induction cell needs 4 of those. So already this gets kind of crazy. And it also needs an advanced energy cube as well. Let's throw these in. So just the advanced one takes 106 Osco glass. We're gonna need a lot of it. I'll just tell it to do that. So yeah, essentially I'm gonna be grinding out and resource managing with the very last leg of our current systems to try and get as much Osco glass as I possibly can. And it's going well so far, but pretty soon it's gonna start breaking as I've removed the downgrade in this drawer, so I want to get as much Osco glass as possible. So it's definitely going to be interesting. Trying to figure out how I'm going to do this. But yeah, next time we'll be able to fully finish up the rainbow generator, get it going into a induction energy storage, and from there on out, we're going to be actually hitting the mid game, and it's going to be pretty fun. And I've decided that the induction storage is going to go right here. It's going to be a big cube going up right here. And this is going to mark like sort of like a new area of the base. And like I'll have to either lower the ceiling here or step it up. I don't know. But yeah, it's kind of looking cool. We will be expanding out in this area more so. And hopefully connecting the farms to the rest of the base and maybe even this totemic area. I don't know if that's worth keeping. But yeah, a lot of stuff going on. The diesel gens are very much struggling. The backup one might actually need to be run for a little bit. Yeah, looks like we're actually out of energy. This is not very good. But yeah, next time we're going to be doing ore processing and rainbow generating. And from there on out, things are going to start getting kind of crazy. We can actually go into chapter 14 already right now, but I want to max out the technology before I start going into these layers and layers of magic mods. Which this is going to be a crazy, just a really crazy era to automate every magic mod in a really interesting way. A lot of fun stuff coming up. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time and hope you guys had a good day.